There's a lot of advantages for Erdogan in doing this. So the vast majority, or a good majority of the Turkish public, even those who don't necessarily support Erdogan, will probably look fairly favourably on this move. The majority of the Turkish public associate the SDF with the PKK, the Kurdish group in Turkey that's been fighting the Turkish state for several decades, and so they see the political presence in the north of Syria as a threat to Turkey's security.
Where is Bashar al-Assad in all of this? Because he's managed to re-control about 2/3 of Syria. The last 1/3 is roughly in the hands of the Kurdish groups up in the northern part of the country. What does Turkey's incursion into Syria mean for Bashar al-Assad and his relationship with the Kurds within Syria?
Well, clearly the offensive weakens the Kurdish position in Syria, and our assessment remains that Assad still intends to, if possible, assert control over all of Syria. So this means that there is potential for Assad to be able to move, Assad's or Damascus Syrian government forces to be able to move on Kurdish positions. But we have no indications of this as of yet.
And so, just all things being equal then, so then you think it emboldens President Bashar al-Assad?
It has the potential to. I mean, as I should emphasize, we haven't seen anything yet, but.
And coming on to the U.S. side of things, President Trump tweeted about the options for the U.S. now and the options for how this situation unfolds from here. He remarked that he hopes that they can mediate a deal between Turkey and the Kurds. Is that realistic?
Potentially, yes. It's not unrealistic. Turkey does still rely to a fair extent on U.S. or potentially Russian support in this offensive. But we've also seen quite a discrepancy between what the US says publicly and what it appears to be saying behind closed doors from the government side. So I think it's still probably too early to say. One thing is certain, though, that Turkey is going to need support going if it wants to take this operation further.
And in terms of the other voices in the United States, I mean, you mentioned there the difference between what's being said privately and what's being said publicly. There is a group of Republican lawmakers in the U.S. who are seeking sanctions on Turkey for its offensive in Syria. Do you see sanctions coming through, and what kind of magnitude would we be looking at?
That is the big question for Turkey watchers at the moment. What sanctions are coming? If, when, how big? The bill put forward by, I think it was Senator Lindsey Graham, our assessment is, on balance, is unlikely to get the green light from the White House to go through. There are some scenarios where we could see that happening, but on balance, our assessment is less likely. What this will do, though, will probably embolden the House to pressure the White House to move forward sanctions related to Turkey's missile defense deal with Russia, the Countering America's Adversaries Through Sanctions Act. And at some point, so the presidency has been playing for time on how to implement this. At some point, they will likely pose sanctions of some sort.
Hi, I'm Joanna Bersecci, and thank you for watching. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more from CNBC International. Thank you for watching.